Let me tell you about my daughter's job. Even after starting breast cancer treatment, she won't quit her job. She won't quit. She can't quit. Healthcare in the U.S. is expensive. If she hadn't had insurance, it would have been terrible. Thank goodness for Obamacare. Since the medical bills are still coming in, I'll make a video summarizing them. Anyway, the first round of chemotherapy cost $60,000 out of pocket. That's 6.5 million yen. By the way, what is she doing with this? This is a harness. My daughter is a figure skating instructor. Since childhood, waking up at 5 or 6 a.m. has been her normal routine. Leaving the rink at 8:30 a.m. got her to school on time. Warm-up starting at 6 a.m., then lessons and practice, followed by cool-down. In U.S., even elementary schoolers make up to their face and ride with parents to nearby public schools. Weekends involve accompanying her to competitions. That's why many coaches have day jobs during the week. My daughter has been coaching since she was 18, while also managing a Japanese restaurant. At 26, when she passed her mortgage loan screening, she quit and now works in a medical office.
84年、女子でトリプルアクセルを飛んだのはこのティファニー・チンです。伊藤みどりさんより早いことになります。飛ばせたのはサーシ朽木です。みどりさんが1988年の NHK 杯で初めてだったかな。年はもうティファニー・チンの方が上で、 84年にかなり完璧にサーシの記憶ではもうかなり高く、もうすごくいい感じで飛んでいて安定していたのですが、サーシ朽木はセカンダリーコーチだったんですね。プライマリーコーチっていうのが一番メインの決定権を持つコーチで、セカンダリーコーチっていうのはこうジャンプを強化するとか、こうその選手の弱いところスピンを強化するとか、そういう人がセカンダリーコーチです。サーシ柔らかかったんですけど、昔はかなり厳しいコーチだったそうで、このティファニー・チンの映像にもサーシが教えてると、これです。アイスホッケーのね、これを2本持って、まるで稲田悦子先生が竹刀を持って教えてたのとそっくりなんですけれども、このアイスホッケーを2本、だいたいいつも持ってレッスンしてたそうです。厳しかったそうです。他にもハーネスの走りみたいな、ハーネスってなんか上からぶら下げて釣り竿みたいにして、今アメリカではどこのアイスリンクにも一般的にあるジャンプを練習するための装置なんですけれども、サーシはそれを頻繁に使って、もうそれは娘たちも言ってました。自宅にもなんか天井から釣って、そうやってこうやってギュッと体締めて飛ぶんだみたいにサーシは熱心に教えてくれたそうです。
This is a bit off topic, but let me introduce my mentor. He's the coach who taught jumps to both the Asada sisters and Mirai Nagasu. He's Mr. Hisashi Kuchiki, known as Sashi, living in Los Angeles. Making sure athletes do their off-ice training diligently is a characteristic you could say is typical of Japanese coaches. Well, I've gone way off topic. Kuchiki's brief profile is attached in the margin. He also taught me how crucial health insurance is for living in the U.S. Sashi's wife is Swedish American, and the two of them performed together in Michelle Kwan's Mulan. Their two daughters are Tamara and Natasha. Natasha competed in Olympic ice dancing. Tamara also thrived in ice shows and coaching. During a performance in the Netherlands, she met a Swedish violinist and married him. A year later, in California, they were involved in a drunk driving accident and were injured. Tamara's husband Ludwig was particularly badly hurt and faced the possibility of lasting disability due to insurance issues 6 weeks after the accident. He was transferred to Sweden on a chartered plane, lying down the entire way. After that, they returned to the U.S. for continued treatment. Around the time of the trial, my daughter was taking lessons from Saarsi. She said, "I feel so sorry for Tamara, I can't bear to watch. I believe she'll recover, though." The perpetrator moved his unfinished canned beer and brought a large Bible to the trial. He had just graduated from the police academy and was pretending to be the victim. Sometimes I want to see Sashi again. He was a sincere and passionate person. He taught me so much. The joy and depth of figure skating, the terrifying nature of America, the preciousness of human love. I hear some husbands become disgusted when their wives get cancer. But Sashi and his daughters are completely different. My daughter's husband and family are typical Americans, but I sense the same thing in them. Once things settle down, I'll interview my daughter and husband.